We're going to explain how to fix the type error ERR_unknown_file_extension error in a Node.js TypeScript project, specifically focusing on the error pointing to write /app/src/app.ts. This error typically means Node.js doesn't know how to handle the file extension. Write /.ts. Node.js, by default, only understands JavaScript files. Write /.jsi. To resolve this, we need to tell Node.js how to interpret TypeScript files. This is done using a TypeScript compiler, typically TSC. 1. Install TypeScript. If you haven't already, install TypeScript globally or locally within your project using npm or yarn. The global installation allows you to use the TSC command from anywhere, while a local installation keeps it confined to your project. The command for a global installation is npm install g TypeScript, and for a local installation within your project, it's npm install save dev TypeScript. 2. Create a write /config.json. Write file. TypeScript needs a configuration file to understand how to compile your code. Create a file named write /tsconfig.json, write in the root directory of your project. This file will contain settings such as the output directory for compiled JavaScript files and other compiler options. A basic write tsconfig.json. Write file might look like this. Compiler options: target, S6, module, common Js, outdir, /dist, strict, true, as module interop, true. The outdir setting specifies where the compiled JavaScript files will be placed. In this case, a dist directory will be created. 3. Compile your TypeScript code. Now, open your terminal, navigate to your project's root directory, where write tsconfig.json, write is located, and run the command tsc. This will compile all your TypeScript files, including write app.ts, into JavaScript files within the dist directory, as specified in write tsconfig.json rcl. 4. Run your application. Instead of directly running write app.ts write which Node.js doesn't understand, you should now run the compiled JavaScript file from the dist directory. The exact file name will depend on your write app.ts, write structure. It will likely be something like write dist/app.js. You run this using node dist/app.js. 5. Import statements and paths. Ensure that all your import statements within write app.ts, write correctly reference other files. Relative paths are often the best approach, making it less prone to errors. For example, instead of import some component from component some component, try import some component from /component/some component right? Comma, assuming components directory is within the same directory as write app.ts. 6. Troubleshooting. If you still encounter issues, double-check the contents of your write tsconfig.json. Write file for correctness. Make sure the paths specified in your imports are accurate, and that the outdir correctly points to the directory where compiled JavaScript files are being placed. Also, verify that there are no other syntax or type errors within your TypeScript code, as these may also produce related error messages. Remember to restart your development server after making changes to your write tsconfig.json, write and recompiling your code. By following these steps, the type error, ERR_unknown_file_extension, error should be resolved, enabling you to successfully run your Node.js TypeScript app.